How's it going, everyone? And happy holidays. AkibanaZero here, and I present to you my gift to you for this Christmas, the soundtrack for Volume 1, completely reacted to. Everybody's been asking me to do this, and I really wanted to do it as a Christmas gift, so I've been avoiding answering you and telling you that I'm doing it or I'm not doing it. I've been kind of vaguely saying that it's in the cards, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I wanted to make this your Christmas gift as a thank you from me to you for being so awesome, being so encouraging, and so great. I hope you all are having an amazing Christmas holiday, and I hope you all are getting what you wanted from Santa, and including this. I hope this is what you wanted. So, this is the first time I'm ever reacting to a soundtrack, and I'm not really sure how exactly I'm gonna go about this, so I'm just gonna go a little bit with the flow here. I'm probably going to comment after each song and let you know what my thoughts are, and yeah, if there's something that I missed, please, by all means, do say so in the comment section below. So yeah, let's hear some tunes. I just love this.
They see you as small and helpless. They see you as just a child. Surprised when they find out that a warrior will soon run wild. Prepare for your greatest moments. Prepare for your finest hour. The dream that you've always dreamed is suddenly about to flower. We are lightning, straight from the thunder. Miracles of ancient wonder. This will be the day we've waited for. This will be the day we open up the door. Revolution. Hope you're ready for revolution. Welcome to a world of new solutions. Welcome to a world of bloody evolution. In time, the heart will open mine. The story will be told. And victory is in its simple soul. Your world needs a great defender. Your world's in the way of harm. You want a romantic life, a fairy tale that's full of charm. Beware that the light is fading. Beware as the dark returns. This world's unforgiving. Even brilliant lights will cease to burn. Legends scatter. Day and night will sever. Hope that beats the light forever.
Oof, got a little tired there.
This will be the day we've waited for. This will be the day we've waited for. This will be the day we open up the door. Revolution. Hope you're ready for revolution. Welcome to a world of new solutions. Welcome to a world of bloody evolution. In time, the heart will open mine. The story will be told. And victory is in its simple soul.
This is a really great song. I absolutely love it. It always gets me really, really excited when it plays in the beginning of every episode of Volume 1. It's so great. I just love guitars. I like electric guitars really much. I love drums. I love all that kind of sound stuff. I really like them a lot. The whole idea of the song kind of screams to me like this is a time... Like, it does seem like they're talking about RWBY. Like they see you as like you know, a small young person, but in reality you're so much more than that. But I kind of feel like it kind of speaks about all the characters in the show, that they're a new generation of warriors and defenders for the world. And part of that also comes from the fact that they're saying like, welcome to a world of new solutions. And welcome to a world of bloody evolution where, you know, these new warriors, these new heroes are going to rise, and they're going to change the world and bring about a new world order compared to the way things might have been in the past, which I'm not really sure what that was like. I assume there was a lot more bloodshed in the past. So yeah, it's a really great song. I love it a lot, and I think it does really represent a lot what the world of Remnant, the world of RWBY is like so far. Great. So with that out of the way, let's move on to the next track. This one's great too. Like, first time I heard this track from the trailer, kind of gave chills up my spine. Right around here. I just love this guitar part. It's great. It's really unexpected. You don't expect this to come. This I just love how chaotic this track is. Absolutely chaotic. It starts so nice and in such a nice and serene way. Kind of puts you into this calm and just kind of like tells you something, just a little bit about each of the characters. Just a little bit. A little bit because of the red and the white, the black and the yellow. Just gives you a little bit of hint of what to expect from each of the characters. And then suddenly it just hits you with all of these different notes, these different tempos, and then these different how do I put this? These different instruments. Like that Spanish guitar is just completely unexpected. And then again back into the violins, then crazy fast music. I just keep getting that trailer, the first trailer, back into my mind over and over again whenever I hear this track. It's really, really good. It really sets the tone for a lot of things to come. It's very different from all of the other tracks, and that's what I really like about it. Just how it sets all of that tone for you for the rest of the show. It's really ingenious, actually, that they're using this specific track for the red trailer. Alright, let's hear the next one. I remember this from the White trailer. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Tell me something. Tell me who's the loneliest of all. Tell me something. Tell me who's the loneliest of all. What's inside of me? Tell me, can a heart be turned to stone?
I love this piano so much. I love this track so much because it manages to be something really up-tempo halfway through, and yet it's still a very, very sad song. First of all, I love the juxtaposition between the fact that she's based on Snow White, and yet she's the one talking to the mirror. And asking this question, like, who is the loneliest? It just says that Weiss actually inside her is very lonely and probably doesn't even know who she is because she comes from such a prestigious family. Maybe there's so many expectations of her that she had never had the opportunity to be someone that she wanted to be. And I think that is part and parcel of why she sticks around with RWBY and believes in RWBY and the rest of her team, because she might be able to actually become the person that she wants to be by hanging around these people. It's great. It's amazing. It speaks so much about the background and what is inside of the feelings inside of Weiss. And indeed, it's like really sad to like be a person like that. When you don't have that ability to be who you want to be, that's just a really, really sad thing. And yeah, I just like this song so much because of that. It just really says so many things about a single character in just a short amount of time. Let's move on to the next one. very different instruments this time around, aside from the piano. I love this variety in general that the soundtrack has. And we're getting into a little bit more electronica now.
Intruder, identify yourself.
From shadows we'll descend upon the world. Take back what you stole. From shadows we'll reclaim our destiny. Set our future free. And we'll rise. And we'll rise. Above the darkness and the shame, above the torture and the pain, above the ridicule and hate, above the burning of the flame. Born with no life, into subjugation, treated like a worthless animal, stripped of all rights, just a lesser being, crushed by cruel, ruthless human rule. When it started, all we wanted was a chance to live our life. Now in darkness, taking anything we want and we will rise. We'll rise. We'll
Going back to that now. Again, very similar thing over here. This very upbeat song, yet it's talking about, again, something that is very sad. The background of the faunas and how they've been treated by humans, and how the White Fang out of the shadows wants to come and descend upon humanity and reclaim the faunas' freedom. This song basically just speaks all of the determination that Blake and the rest of the White Fang had while Blake was still a part of them. It's a really great track, because again, it's a little bit chaotic on occasions. It's not like the other tracks. It's got a little bit of electronica in it, and it's very modern and just completely screams that focus, that determination that these people have to reclaim their freedom and get away from this subjugation that they've been entwined in. Yeah, I really love this track a lot as well. Generally, the soundtrack is really, really good and does a very good job of setting the whole tone of the show and also giving you something that I feel like it's something that I could actually just listen to on a very regular basis instead of just being, you know, the soundtrack of a show that I really like. It's something that I feel like could be part of my like regular playlist, and it will be actually. All right, let's move on to the next one. Oh yeah, here we are. I just love this smirk on her face here. This track I love because I really like it when musicians take a piece, either of their own or somebody else, and they change it with other instruments, other tempos, and other styles. I just like the way they're playing with all of the tracks that we've heard up until this point. It included all of the lyrics and the vocals to them in it as well. It's really really cool, and I like how it all culminates into like finally into Yang's lyrics, and that I like generally it all speaks up to this the nature of Yang, which is like this really badass person who's really strong, and she's just going to bust through everything no matter what. That's what I love about Yang, is that she's not like she doesn't seem like there's anything really happening, any real internal conflict going on with her character, although lots remain to be seen, I guess. But she has like this determination to never let anything put her down, and she's always going to take down whoever just stands in her way, and I really like that in a character a lot. All right, let's move on to the next.
Dream of anything, I'll make it all come true. Everything you need is all I have for you. I'll forever
Right. So this song straight up tells me about Yang and Ruby's sisterhood. And there's two things that this track makes me think about. And the reason I'm coming to this point, to just this late into all this, to refer to this is exactly, you'll understand in a moment. Well, we know that Ruby, from the Red trailer, she's been standing on top of a grave. And I've always been wondering about that. Who is this person? So I have two ways of thinking about this after like listening to the song. Is first of all, that was Ruby's real mother who died, and Ruby was taken in by Yang's family, and Yang took up the role of being her big sister to help her through all of the turmoil that she's been feeling. On the other hand, it could be both of their mother, and they're both like actually blood sisters, and that was their mother, but maybe Ruby got hit the hardest, and Yang has tried to be the surrogate mother by taking up the role of both the big sister and the mother, and being strong so that Ruby doesn't feel like there's nobody there to protect her. So in fact, Yang's actual inner turmoil might all along be the fact that she may not have ever had a chance to mourn for her mother. I don't know which one of the two it is. It's very suspicious that so far we haven't seen any real reference to their family or their previous life before going to Beacon, unless there's something I'm forgetting. And it's also very suspicious that we have never seen Yang look very sad. So that makes me believe a little bit more the first, that they're not actual blood sisters, but Ruby was more taken in by Yang and her family. But yeah, I would actually prefer it if it were the second, because I kind of like this type of inner turmoil. It's really great for an older sibling to take up this mantle. It takes a lot of courage and speaks a lot to how strong of a character this person might actually have. So anyway, don't spoil for me what's going on. I'm pretty sure down the line everything will be revealed to me. But yeah, I love how the soundtrack kind of gives you all of these little hints right now as to what is going on in all of their lives, and it keeps you guessing. And that's what's great about this show, is that it's constantly making you wonder about what's going on in the background. Right, okay, moving on.
Come at me, and you'll see I'm more than meets the eye. You think that you'll break me, you're gonna find in time. Your skin is too close to a flame that's burning harder than the sun in the middle of July. Feeling that you're on me, but you still can't win. The sin of silly boy.
my fire, pyromaniac my desire. Thought that you could see the truth till I just burned down the booth. Human Torch can't fuck with me. Johnny Blaze, suspect B. Strike him quick, lightning fast. Melt them bitches down to ash. Gasoline, kerosene. Strike a match, ignite the scene. Shit will never be the same. Feel the fury of my flame. Beg for mercy, it won't help. Embrace the ending you were dealt. Seems you fucks will never learn. Now sit back and watch me burn.
It just occurred to me, like, all of you guys have been telling me that Yang is based off of Goldilocks, and Goldilocks was this weak little girl who just went into the bear's home and sneakily used all their stuff, ate all of their food, and then once she heard that the bears were back, just ran away, and just this weak little girl. But this is incredible juxtaposition over here, how Yang is this girl that just doesn't give a rat's ass about anything. It just busts in with her fists and just solves everything by punching her way through the problems. I just love how out of control the lyrics become here. Like, they just drop the F-bombs, the S-bombs, the A-bombs, everything. Just drop everything. They just, and that is what I really like about this kind of shows and the internet shows in general, is that they're not afraid to kind of change the rating a little bit of the show itself. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see any F-bombs being dropped in the show, although don't let me know if that happens or not. I'd like that to be a surprise if that ever happens. But yeah, it just means that, here the rules of, the way entertainment world works right now, it's just completely bent because, hey, this is the internet. It's a completely different situation. So, yeah, I like that they're doing this. I like how many risks they're taking right now with this song, like by just throwing out all of the proper language out the window. Great stuff. Let's move on to the next one.
There's a day when our hearts will be broken, when a shadow will cast out the light, and our eyes cry a million tears, help won't arrive. There's a day when our courage collapses, and our breath didn't leave us behind. Creatures of darkness will triumph, the sun won't rise. When we lost all hope, it's like
life when we do something that no one else can.
And the path that we've taken will lead us one final stand.
There's a moment we'll make a decision not to cower and crash on the ground.
The moment we face our worst demons, our courage found. When we stand with friends, and we won't retreat, and we stand down dead, then the taste is sweet. I may fall, but not like this. It won't be by your hand. At this place, not tonight. I may fall, bring it all. It's not enough to take me down. I may fall. I may fall. I may fall. I may fall.
I'm curious about this song as to what it's referring to. I mean, it feels at first blush that it's just a reference to the idea that even heroes sometimes fall, and from falling they face their demons and they become stronger than ever. On the other hand, I wonder if this is also a reference to Jean and the whole thing that happened with that guy Winchester, and like with Pyrrha and all that stuff that happened in those episodes. Because if I remember correctly, that the last two episodes of that conflict were called Endless Fall or something like that. And I wonder if that's a little bit of a reference to that too, that Jean never in the end succumbed fully to what Winchester wanted him to do, and he finally managed to find the courage to stand up to him and become the person that he was meant to be. Anyway, great track as always, so let's move on to the next one.
I couldn't take it, couldn't stand another minute. Couldn't bear another day without you in it. All of the joy that I had known for all my life was stripped away from me the minute that you died. To have you in my life was all I ever wanted, but now without you, I'm my soul forever haunted. Can't help but feel that I had taken you for granted. No way in hell that I could never comprehend this. I wasn't dreaming when they told me you were gone. I was wide awake and feeling that they had to be wrong. How could you leave me when you swore that you would stay? Now I'm stuck inside a nightmare every single effing day. It's like a movie, but there's not a happy ending. Every scene fades black and there's no pretending. This little fairy tale doesn't seem to end well. There's no lighting shining everyone wavy from the spell. I know you didn't plan this. You tried to do us right, but in the middle
this is by far my favorite track. Not just because it's just like so wham bam in your face. It's just it's really really great. All the guitars, the drums, all that are amazing. But I feel like this gives the most exposition as to what has happened in RWBY's life, and the fact that they have two different singers, like they're having a conversation, is just absolutely brilliant. I don't know who I'm still guessing it's RWBY's mother, who did something in the past and has left RWBY in a world that is about to fall once again into chaos. That is what I get out of this track. That is what I've figured that this track is all about. And yeah, I'm still not completely sure what's going on, if Yang and RWBY are blood sisters or whatever. But yeah, I think now this is the track that really tells you that somebody really important to RWBY was lost because they did something that apparently may have led to their death, and that death was maybe in vain. So let's see. That leaves a lot of expectation, a lot of open questions for the future. So let's see. Moving on.
One life is not a long time.
It's not.
When you're waiting for a small sign, patience is hard to find.
I agree.
Shadows seem to fill your life. Don't be disappointed. Don't let your heart break. Don't spend another minute in this way. It's okay. Dry your eyes now, baby. Broken wings won't hold you down. You'll take flight soon, baby. You'll be lifted up, and you'll be there. Twelve hours is a long night when you're searching with no hope inside. Aimless on the inside, and the damage
Just gonna see, is there any more to this? Okay. Yeah, that was a really heartwarming song, and on the one hand, it does feel quite obvious that this is about how the other three members of the team just are gonna always be there for Blake, and through her sadness and through all of the shit that she's seen in life, that they're gonna be there to be her friends, and how they're gonna support her and all that. But I do feel that that kind of talks about all of them, and how all of them probably have their own shit that they're dealing with. But as a group, as a team, they're all going to be there for each other, and they're all going to support each other, and they're going to push each other upwards, so they're never put down by their broken wings. Yeah, this is an amazing soundtrack, guys. I've just recently found out that it's on iTunes, and I'm definitely going to be buying it because I really like all of the songs in the soundtrack. That also includes a lot of the score from the show itself, which has a really nice score, admittedly. So yeah, I definitely encourage anybody watching this who hasn't done so already, go ahead and buy this on iTunes or whatever your platform of choice is. So yeah, this is my gift to you, everybody, my reaction to the soundtrack for Volume 1 of RWBY. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, because it helps my channel a lot. And if you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing, and I will catch you next time. Merry Christmas, and hope you have a Happy New Year.